You'll never believe the price of cars here. So we decided to buy a car here in Turkey. If you buy a new car, the government puts a buying tax and a luxury tax on the car, which can be 1.5 times the original new price. So a car £20,000 will actually cost you £50,000. And of course, anybody selling the car in the future on the second-hand market will want their tax back that they paid originally. So second-hand car prices are the highest in the world, as much as 10 times the price of a similar car in Europe, the UK or the States. The one good thing is they hold their value. So 2 years after buying a second-hand car here, if you sell it, you don't actually lose much money. Originally, we had a budget of around £8,000 sterling, but apart from old cars and very high mileage cars, we couldn't find a car that was really reliable. So we upped our budget a little bit, and we soon realised that prices of cars which are 10 years old are actually not much different to cars which are only 5 years old. And we spent weeks looking in different showrooms. Eventually we found this showroom that we thought we might be able to get a car here. What we liked about this showroom is all the information was pinned on every car, and all the doors were open so you could sit in and try them without anyone coming to bother you. So we were looking at this Megane. What was you saying about the door?
It's a heavy door, but it's very light to open, and I'm not keen on that. It's like it would come off its hinges any minute. Anyway, I'm sure it wouldn't.
You told me you didn't like it.
No, it's
you
not.
You don't like the seats?
Well, perhaps I was feeling fat that day.
And you've obviously lost weight since then, have you?
Yes.
So while she was adjusting the seat, she banged her head and knocked her glasses off.
No, this is definitely not our car.
So then we spotted this Renault Clio.
The boot's a good size. In fact, you could sleep in that if we couldn't get a hotel.
You can sleep in it. It is the estate model.
Yeah, it's nice.
We've been looking at so many cars over the last couple of weeks, and we decided to test drive one, and this is it. This is a Renault Clio Sport Tourer, and he wants about 14,500 for this. So this is like an estate model. I don't think they have this model in the UK. And this is a 2020 model, which means it's 10 years younger than the Renault Megane we were looking at. But it's exactly the same price. It's definitely quiet. What surprises me is the spec on this car. It's only a 900cc, so I don't expect the performance to be great. We'll give it a try. Let's try putting our foot down. Oh my god. Wow, that's amazing. These have only got 3 cylinders as well. But the engine is turbocharged, apparently. So, air conditioning's nice and cool. Let's just try the cruise control. I think that's the button, yeah. And there's one there. Wow, that's working. I love cruise control. It's great when you're going around a town and you just got to keep to 30 mile an hour. I'm going around the roundabout now that no one seems to know whether they're supposed to give way or not. It was missing the stepney, what they call the stepney, which is the spare wheel. So it looks like I'm going to have to sort that out. But that's not a big problem. This is nippy, and apparently they do about 60 miles to the gallon, these cars. So yes, I think we're going to have this one. So I've had a little run in this to see how it is, and it's a lovely car, and I've looked up the spec on it, and it's got a really modern engine. So I think we're going to take it. Alacağız onu. Tamam mı?
Tamam, olur.
Ne yapmaya gerekiyor şimdi?
Siz aracı beğendiniz. Bizim şu anki işlem sürecimiz notere geçeceğiz.
He.
Banka transferini yapacağız.
Noterde banka transferi yaparız. O öyle mi?
Öyle de olur, öbür türlü de fark etmez. Size
Evet.
nasıl uygunsa. Ondan sonra plaka değişikliğiniz için benim personelim size yardımcı olacak.
Tamam.
Basit işlemler.
Ne kadar süre?
25-30 dakika maksimum.
Öyle mi?
Evet.
He says it'll only take 20-30 minutes to do it, to do the transfer and everything. So, tamam, gidelim.
Hayırlı olsun.
Sağ ol ya, sağ ol. So all we had to do then is transfer the money. 14,000, how much is it?
A lot. I'm crying.
So at the notaire, they give you your registration document, what they call the ruhsat, and they also give you a piece of paper to take to get your registration plates made.
And this is where they make the number plate.
Yeah, he makes it here. It's in the back room.
We rushed over here to get here before 12 in case they shut for lunch.
Yeah.
As predicted, it's 12 o'clock and he's just literally shut the door, closed the office, back at 1 o'clock. So let's go and get some lunch, shall we?
So you got your plates?
Yes, I nearly left having just one and forgot the car text. He called me back.
And be careful, the ink's wet.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what you said, so I was more concerned about getting covered in ink, so.
So the next stop is Sigorta, insurance. So we got our plates for the car, and the guy at the garage said it would take 30 minutes, but it's already been 5 hours now, and we've come home, and of course we've got to get some insurance now. So I've contacted 3 insurance companies. One has come back with a reasonable quote, the best quote, and we did manage to do all the insurance details and send the money by bank transfer to the insurance company. Even though we've got no claims bonus in the UK, you can't transfer it to here. So it's just like we've got a car for the first time. Next year it should be a bit cheaper. But of course the value of the car is over £14,000. And here there's 2 insurances that you have to pay. You pay the traffic sigorta, which is like a traffic stamp, if you like. It's a bit like a third-party policy, which covers you if you were if you had an accident with someone else. And then there's the casco, which is like fully comprehensive insurance in the UK. So there's 2 policies, and obviously added them both together, our insurance is going to be £608. And don't forget, you still have to get your tax, which is different on each car. And also there's an MOT, an annual MOT, which is what they call the Wynet or Visa. But they're not due on this car till next year. So we've got our new car. All we got to decide now is where we go in it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching.